the Bitcoin halving party thrown by our brothers in arms at the meme factory that supposedly does not exist. How are you guys throwing a party if you guys don't exist? How does that work?
Dude, it's a lot of hard work, but even though we don't exist, I think a lot of people just have been wanting to go to El Salvador. Obviously, we're throwing the Bitcoin party in El Salvador. We have a lot of participants, as you're seeing right here. And it's just going to be a good time, right? I think the biggest thing that we try to harp on is you're going to get to go to El Salvador, experience this country for the first time, because a lot of people, there's about, I listen to Max and Stacy a lot, and, best legs in Bitcoin and the best hair in Bitcoin with Max and Stacy. And they've talked a lot about how there's over 100 people a month move into El Salvador. And I think a lot of people want to see what it's like down there. What is the first Bitcoin country really like? And they just haven't had the opportunity to make it down there. They haven't had the chance to, what am I going to do when I'm down there? Who am I going to hang out with? And so, when I first got into Bitcoin, I was really excited. And then leading up into the halving of 2020, I got really excited for that halving. And what went on, it was just like watching Pomp crack open a beer on YouTube, and it sucked. And I was like, we got to do something better for the halving. And I'm not a dev. None of us at the meme factory, we're not software developers. So we do what we can do, right? And we like to meme, we like to party. And so we decided to do the halving party. And it's not an event, that happens once every year. So potato. So we really do our work to make sure, right? This is going to be once every 4 years. And this is the first one of its kind. And it's going to be in El Salvador. It's going to be with the plebs. There will be some big names there. Flood Greg Zadge's DMs because he loves that. And Greg is a potato. But more than anything, just come to El Salvador. It's going to be so much fun because it's going to be unlimited food, unlimited drinks. It's an affordable price, and it's just going to be a blast. And if you use code SIMPLY, you do get 10% off. So
that's right, guys. And it's in every video description. If you guys go to the video description where it says Bitcoin conference discounts, you'll see the Bitcoin halving party with the link to the website, and you can use promo code SIMPLY to get a discount to the Bitcoin halving party, which I'm super, super hyped about. I think it's going to be awesome. Opti and I will be there. It's going to be a grand old time. Maybe we do a Simply Bitcoin live from the hotel on next to the pool. Maybe. Yes. I'm feeling it. I think we're going to do it, Opti.
I'm feeling it. And
I'm up for it.
I see a question. What city is it in? It's about an hour from El Zonte, which is Bitcoin Beach. And it's at this resort called Royal de Cameron. Everyone's going to be at this one resort. And so you're going to be able to hang around a lot of Bitcoiners, talk and network. There's always new ideas and new businesses being built when you got Bitcoiners hanging around with each other. To me, the best thing, when I got into Bitcoin, another thing that was hard for me was, I kind of felt like I was crazy, right? Like I felt like, hey, no one in my life understands this. I'm talking to a lot of people about it. They don't care. They don't want to understand it. And so then when I got onto Twitter, that was when it was like, oh, there's actually people who understand what's going on and they're paying attention and they care. And then when I started going to meetups, it just took it to a whole nother level. And so meeting people is, in my opinion, meeting Bitcoiners, it really does spark a lot of thought. And that's the whole, that's what we're trying to do, is get more thought out there, get people to understand what's going on. How many people have heard of Bitcoin now? Everyone that I know knows about Bitcoin, and most of them, they still don't even know what the halving is, And so I'm like, okay, well, let's do this. Let's do a halving party. If you can understand what the halving is, that helps you understand a little bit more about the cycles in Bitcoin. It helps you understand why the price goes up, why it goes down. It helps you understand a ton about Bitcoin and the scarcity more than anything. And so there's so much that people need to learn. And I think by just having a party and celebrating this bear market we've gone through, this bull market we're going to enter into, it's going to be so much fun. There's going to be a lot of games. There's going to be some Bitcoin cash prizes. And so come on down, bring your family.
Wait. You said Bitcoin cash prizes?
Wait, what? Let's make them full screen.
Bitcoin prizes, not in cash, not Bitcoin.
No,
not Bitcoin cash, just Bitcoin prize.
Malaka.
Right. So have a good time. You will have a great time when you're down in El Salvador. I've been down there. We went up and down the coast looking for the best resort, and we found it, and it's gonna be awesome. So come enjoy us. That's gonna be April 3rd through the 5th, and go to bitcoinhavingparty.com to check it out.
Let's
Oh,
go.
yeah.
There was one more question in the chat, Sean. People were asking about the prices. So like, what's the deal? They just get a hotel room and they're part of the having party, or like how's this working out? What's the logistics?
Yeah. So the logistics are, go to bitcoinhavingparty.com. You buy your ticket. Use the code simply. That'll get you 10% off. We've been selling tickets since May, and we're about halfway filled up right now. So tickets have just been flying off. And then on top of that, we'll give you instructions on how to book the hotel. We have the whole resort booked out for us, over about 500 rooms. And so we have the whole hotel reserved for us. And they said this is the fastest. We've been working with them, and they've been doing this for about 14 years. They said this is the fastest that any event has ever been booked out. So
Hell yeah.
they're really happy with us. We're really happy with them. And then once you have your ticket and your room, book your flight, come to El Salvador. If you're not already living in El Salvador, come to El Salvador. And we have people coming from all over the world, from Australia already, from Sweden, from Canada, the US, other countries in Europe, obviously Latin America, Africa. So we really do have people coming from all over the world. And it's just going to be a place where plebs can meet up and enjoy what we have, this special thing called Bitcoin. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful that for one reason or another, I was able to go down this rabbit hole. And so it's been good for me to feel like, hey, I can give back to Bitcoin and the Meme Factory in general. We're all excited to be able to give back to Bitcoin. It's not just me. This is the whole Meme Factory, and we're really excited to put our little touch on Bitcoin. We did the laser eyes, and now that we have our podcast, but this is another big thing. Getting a lot of people together is just going to be so much fun, and we're going to have a lot of people there and a lot of surprises. So just stay ready for it.
It's all going to zero against Bitcoin.